the labyrinthine dance of human connection, a dance that can be both a waltz and a tango, sometimes a solo performance on a tightrope. Today, we unravel the enigma of avoidant attachment, why they push you away after getting close. To those who have found themselves bewildered by the sudden retreat of someone they cherish, this tale is for you. Picture this: a grand old manor with rooms upon rooms filled with memories and echoes, each door a threshold to a different part of the soul. Yet, curiously, some inhabitants prefer to keep these doors firmly shut. Why, you ask? Because the very act of opening them feels like inviting a tempest into an otherwise serene existence. This is the realm of the avoidantly attached. Now, let us embark on a journey, a story of sorts, if you will. Imagine a young boy named Thomas. Thomas grew up in a home where emotions were akin to the weather, unpredictable, sometimes stormy, and often best observed from a distance. His parents, though loving in their own way, had an unspoken rule. Vulnerability was a luxury they couldn't afford. So, Thomas learned early on that self-reliance was his safest sanctuary. Fast forward to Thomas as a grown man. He meets someone, let's call her Emily. Their connection is electric, a symphony of shared laughter and whispered dreams. But just as the crescendo builds, Thomas feels an old, familiar tug. The instinct to retreat, to protect his inner fortress from what he perceives as a potential threat. But why this retreat, you might wonder? It seems paradoxical, doesn't it? To yearn for connection, yet fear it so intensely. The answer lies in the paradox itself. For those with avoidant attachment, intimacy is both a desire and a danger. It is like holding a precious, fragile vase. The closer you bring it to your heart, the greater the fear of dropping it. This push-pull dynamic is not born of malice, nor is it a conscious choice. It is a survival mechanism, honed over years of navigating emotional landscapes that felt more like minefields. The avoidantly attached are masters of self-preservation. They've built walls not as prisons, but as protective shields, wary of the vulnerability that intimacy demands. Consider the tale of a hedgehog. In the winter, hedgehogs must huddle together for warmth, but their spines make it a painful affair. They must balance their need for warmth with the discomfort of proximity. Avoidants are much like these creatures, longing for closeness, but wary of the wounds it might inflict. And so, they push away. Not with the intent to hurt, but to protect the sanctity of their inner world. It is a dance of distance, marked by a rhythm all its own. For every step forward, there is a step back, a retreat to familiar territory where they can once again feel safe. But what of those who find themselves on the receiving end of this dance? The Emilys, if you will. It is a bewildering experience, to be drawn close only to be held at arm's length. It can feel like being invited into a beautiful garden, only to find the gates suddenly shut. To understand this, one must look beyond the actions to the intent. Avoidant attachment is not a reflection of the value of the relationship, but rather a reflection of the individual's relationship with themselves. It is not about the other person, it is about their own fears and insecurities. Now, let us return to our dear Thomas. As he navigates his relationship with Emily, he begins to recognize his patterns. He sees the moments when he pulls away, the times when he feels the urge to retreat. And in this recognition lies the first step toward change. For awareness is the seed from which growth blooms. But change is no simple affair. It is a journey of courage, requiring one to face the very fears they have kept at bay. For Thomas, it means allowing himself to be vulnerable, to trust that intimacy does not equate to loss. It means daring to open those doors in the manner of his soul, one by one, and welcoming the tempest as a part of the human experience. And what of Emily? Her journey is one of patience and understanding. To love someone with avoidant attachment is to dance to a rhythm that may feel unfamiliar. It is to offer reassurance without demanding immediate change, to create a space where safety is felt and not just spoken of. In this intricate ballet, both partners must learn the choreography anew. For Thomas, it is about leaning into discomfort, about embracing the messiness of connection. For Emily, it is about finding balance between giving space and offering closeness, about understanding that the retreat is not a rejection, but a reflex. So, dear viewer, if you find yourself in a similar dance, remember that it is one of growth, of learning, of evolving. Avoidant attachment is but one thread in the rich tapestry of human relationships. It is not a sentence but a story, one that can be rewritten with compassion and understanding. As we draw our tale to a close, take with you this thought. Love, in all its forms, is a journey. It is a path lined with challenges and joys, with moments of clarity and confusion. And within this journey lies the potential for profound connection, for understanding that transcends fear. In the end, whether you are the one who retreats or the one who remains, know that the dance of avoidant attachment is not a solitary affair. It is a duet, a partnership that holds within it the promise of growth, of healing, and of love in its most resilient form. So, let us step forward, with grace and empathy, into the dance of human connection. For within its steps lies the essence of what it means to be truly alive.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.